Dear students, we saw already the history of modern periodic table. I have sent two videos. In the first video itself, Dauberiner, how the elements are arranged by Dauberiner, and after his failure, Newland octave came, and his arrangement is also failed after the discovery of noble gas. After that, Luther Meyer came, and he arranged that elements based upon their atomic weight. He arranged that elements. First, he plotted that atomic volume, the elements, the atomic volume versus atomic weight. He plotted a graph, and from that graph, he observed that here in that peak, sodium, that is sodium, potassium and rubidium is the first. This one is the first. Okay, sodium, potassium, rubidium, which is the top of the peak. This having the similar property. Next, here in this left side of that peak, that is fluorine, fluorine. Another one here, chlorine, another one here, bromine. All these having the same properties. This is the halogen family. And then here, magnesium, next one calcium, next one strontium. These are having the same properties he observed. And similarly, here the lower peak, X, Y and Z are having the same property. According to him, he says that the element at similar position of the curve have the similar properties. But his classification of elements is found to be very difficult for the arrangement of elements in the periodic table. Then Mendeleev came. Mendeleev came, and he arranged the elements in the increasing order of their atomic weight. He says that the physical and chemical properties of the element is the periodic functions of their atomic weight. Is the periodic functions of their atomic weight. And then according to him, he says that the original periodic table is like this. Here, original periodic table, here 1 to 8 group, and then here 1 to 7 periods are there. Here he arranged that elements. He arranged the elements in the table like this, and he kept some space. There are some elements not discovered, so that for that he kept that space to fill the elements to be discovered. Okay. Here the original periodic table consists of 8 groups. 8 groups, that is the vertical column. The vertical column is called as group. Here 1, 2, 3 up to 8. There are 8 groups, that is the vertical column is called as group. There are 8 groups in the periodic table according to Mendeleev, he says that. And the vertical column consists of subgroups. They are having subgroups. Here 1 to 8 is having A and B. Here this is the A group, and here it's having some subgroup A, first A, first B. Similarly, second A, second B. They are having some groups. Okay, for all these having subgroups. Then there are 7 periods. That is 7 periods are called, the horizontal rows are called as periods. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 periods are there, and in that horizontal periods, the left to right, they are having the in the left side they are arranged the metals, and in the right side they are arranged the non-metals. Okay, non-metallic character increases when we move towards the right side of that period. Okay, and the group valencies. The group valencies are same. If the group valencies are same, then the subgroup properties also having same. Okay, and he left some space. He arranged that elements just like that. There are totally 8 vertical columns are called as group, and each group having some subgroups. That is first A means first A, first B like that. Second A, second B. Okay, and he kept some space, empty space, for filling up the elements to be discovered. Okay, the main merits of this Mendeleev is all the 63 elements are arranged. During that period, only 63 elements were discovered, and all the 63 elements are arranged, and based upon their periodic that is the periodic properties are directly proportional to that atomic weight. Atomic weight. And there are gaps, or he kept some gaps for the undiscovered elements, and he predicted that the property of undiscovered element. He predicted already the property of undiscovered elements. Okay, here for aluminium and silicon. After that, aluminium and silicon are not discovered. discovered. Here the boron, carbon, nitrogen only discovered. He kept some space for the aluminum and silicon. He kept some space for aluminum and silicon, empty space for aluminum and silicon. And here after that boron, here you having a aluminum. Therefore he named that one as, after the discovery, that is Eka aluminum, silicon, Eka silicon. Like that he named that one. And demerits of this Mendeleev periodic table is he grouping of dissimilar elements. He grouped the dissimilar elements, not similar elements in the same group. Sodium, potassium, rubidium, along with copper and silver. So copper and silver are metals. These are all non-metals. He arranged that metals and non-metals in a similar group. That is the main disadvantage of his arrangement. And the separation of similar elements. The similar elements, that is the platinum and gold, are having the similar properties, but these two are separated in his arrangement. And he also does not explain about the isotopes, where the isotopes are kept. Isotopes means they are having the same atomic number but differ in their mass number. Here for hydrogen isotopes 1, 2 and 3. These three isotopes are not specified in his arrangement. Next, and also he does not explain the position of hydrogen. He does not explain the position of hydrogen. These are the demerits of Mendeleev periodic law. Next, who came after that? Henry Moseley came, and he says that, according to him, he says that the properties of an element are directly proportional to that atomic number, not atomic weight. According to Mendeleev, what he says that the property of an element is directly proportional to atomic weight. That is Mendeleev. But Henry Moseley says that the property of the element is directly proportional to that atomic number. That is the characteristic root of F, that is the characteristics of the element, is directly proportional to the atomic number. That is number of protons. They are directly proportional to number of protons. Okay, and he plotted the graph against this frequency, that is characteristics of element. He plotted the graph against root F versus Z, and he obtained a straight line. He get a straight line, and this by using the straight line we can determine the atomic number for unknown element also. By using the straight line we can determine the atomic number for unknown element also. After his discovery, modern periodic law is found. That is the physical and chemical properties of the elements, or the periodic functions of their atomic number, not atomic weight, based upon the Henry Moseley. And the final law is found, that is the physical and chemical properties of the elements, or the periodic functions of their atomic number. Okay, the periodic functions of their atomic number. And based upon this principle, the modern periodic table is developed. That is, this one is developed. This is the modern periodic table. This is based upon their atomic. The elements are arranged based upon their atomic weight. Okay, atomic number, not based upon their atomic weight. Okay. Next, here in this we found that there are seven periods. Here you found that the period number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 periods, and the group number is up to here 1, 2. Group number 1, 2 is called as 1A and 2A, and then 3A to 8th group, and then 1B, and then 2B, and then 3B up to 7B. That is 17 group is fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, and the last group is noble gas. Totally 18 groups are there. Totally, how many groups are there in the modern periodic table? 18 groups. That is, the vertical columns are called as group. There are totally 18 vertical columns, and he kept some place, that is for lanthanides and actinides are kept separately due to their different properties. Okay, this is the modern periodic table. Based upon the elements are arranged based upon their atomic number.